took it to
He caught
another
Spence
level
on
after that,
balance
though.
a lot of times too. Like he caught Spence off on balance with a lot of shots. I mean, like I said, just almost with every opening, bro. It's like any mistake Earl made, Terrence had some level of a offensive, you know, move, to counteract whatever he was doing. You know what I'm saying? The first knockdown was basically like a flash, like kind of caught him off guard and came back with that quick right jab. Like,
It was more like a preview. I ain't gonna say that. I was just joking.
Hey,
I'm
Sean,
just
what I
talking
was
shit.
saying is this, Sean, on the catch, Crawford would just put the jab out. But then
Yeah, no,
when
I get
Crawford
what you're saying.
when he threw his jabs were direct and they were powerful. They were
Yes, they
powerful
were.
shots, and they were
Right.
direct. Boom,
Yeah.
and he wasn't trying to catch Earl because he would beat him to the punch on that, and they would be powerful. And EJ wasn't ready for that. He wasn't prepared for it. That right hand just totally disturbed him. And to tell the truth, you know, when he came in the ring, he looked kind. I don't know if what I don't know what was going on with Earl because if you look at his eyes and everything, it's like I was in there for a couple of people. They said, "Oh man, he looked like he's beat up already," and I'm like, well, he did look kind of like he was sleepy or something. Something didn't look right. No excuse or nothing, but if y'all look when he came in the ring, he didn't look like he was ready. Now if you look at Crawford when he came in, you can see Crawford was focused from the get go, and guess what? I was hyped when I saw Eminem. I know a lot of people may not like it, but when I saw Eminem, and then he had that fishnet wrapped around his thing, I was like, oh my God! And when he walked, it was no smile, no. He was focused, and he looked like he was ready to go to war. That's what I saw.
Coach Ron. Oh, you was about to say something, AK?
Nah, I'm just listening
Um,
right now.
Coach Ron. One thing that when I watched Earl Spence, in his previous fights, he always had, in my opinion, a balancing issue. I feel like Terrence Crawford, when part of that first knockdown in the second round, part of it was not only him like getting caught, but he was off balance. Like he typically always ends up off balance, especially when he overextends a lot. And that's what he did. And when he tried to go low to the body, Crawford went over top. Do you think you could see him like making adjustments next time around, when they fight again, or no? Or you think that's just something he'll have to like?
No, that's a good point. He definitely will have to adjust that. I think I was looking at him, being able to box the way that Crawford boxed. Crawford, well, if y'all look, it looked like he didn't waste he didn't waste any energy. But his stature was static, was steady and strong. When you're straight up and down, not leaning, someone tries to push you. It's very difficult for you to get pushed around. And
Yeah.
Crawford was very smart in this, and very smart in this fight. Very and intelligent and very. I mean, using the very basic fundamentals. It was beautiful.
And Crawford kept everything tight as well. I even on the inside he was winning. When I noticed when they got close, like he was able to sneak uppercuts in. He was able to like sneak hooks in. That's what really was winning him most of his. And those exchanges where they get close, where they're, you know, forgive me, it's late. When they're like, you know what I'm saying, just like hold each other together. Um, Crawford was winning in those exchanges as well. I mean, he even won a physical battle. That was the battle I thought Spence was going to win because him being a bigger fighter, him being stronger, in my opinion, I thought at 147
All right,
Spence was the strongest.
everybody, listen, listen,
Yes, sir.
listen. If you looked at him right, he's 1 inch taller than the man. That's it. He's 1 inch taller than the man. Bud had the longer reach by 2 inches. That's it. You know what I mean? That was the gist of it. You know what I mean? So all that big, he's the naturally bigger man, but all that he's way bigger. No, you
I
know,
was
but
talking stronger. I ain't saying big. I thought he was stronger than Bud. I
we
thought he was
everybody
gonna win the
it's well
physical fight.
documented over time how strong Bud is. You know what I mean? But like I said, I think everything changed in the fight in that second round. You know what I mean? Everything in the fight changed that round. He never really did anything. You know what I mean? I really thought he was going to, take the third round and just, use the ring for a little while, get your burns back yourself and all that. But he decided that he just thought he could break Bud's will down, and Bud just played to everything he did. Kept
I
his
got a
defense
point.
tight and was shooting sharper shots.
Yes, sir. I gotta point out what Bowman said in the corner. Bowman was like, "Listen, he's desperate now, so he gonna start making mistakes," and he was right about that. He was very much right about that.
I think I understand what you was talking about as far as physicalness. Everybody looked at and guess what? Spence thought he would be more physical too. But the thing about the reason his physicality wasn't able to play a part is because, just like you said, he was off balance with it. And whereas Crawford was upright, he had stability. He wasn't he wasn't falling over and leaning over and reaching. Whereas those are the things that Spence did. And like I said, Crawford boxed I mean, that was beautiful display of boxing, basic fundamental boxing. It was beautiful.
And I said this early on, and it was thought that I was wrong, but I think tonight also showed that Spence is only he don't have an adjustment. Say what you want, nobody tonight showed it. He had no adjustment. He
I
had no
agree, Coach.
adjustment. He had no adjustment. None. None. And I remember saying that in Clubhouse. I was told that we were going to see that it's more to Spence than what it was. And Spence showed tonight he have no adjustment. He just had one style. Like he said, he was going to wear Crawford down. That's what he used to do, and it didn't work. And I don't think he can come back in a rematch and do anything much different.
I mean, we probably have the same winner, but like I said, you never know. He could come back and make it a much more competitive, much more exciting fight. You don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean?
No, it won't.
I mean, like the example I use, I'm gonna say it again. We saw what Fury did to Wild in the second fight. Everybody was like, "No need for a third," but the third fight was a classic, even though Fury still won. It still was a classic fight. Fight of the year candidate.
Maybe.
Listen. At the end of the day,
Fury definitely ain't Crawford. His
what does that mean?
and hold
What does that mean?
on. And Wilder definitely is not Spence. So I
We
think
get
we can
that
give us
part, bro, but it was
I
a
think
total
you can give us a
what,
different example.
sir. Was it a dominated fight in the second
Give us a
fight?
different
Yes or
example.
no? We know we know everybody we talking about all four of them are different people. We know that already. But I'm saying, was it a domination in the second fight and the third
And
fight was a classic?
what
Is
Bomac
what I
told
said
Crawford
true or false?
is not.
It's not true?
I don't think that's a good example, man.
Sir, was the second fight of Shalagan and the third fight a classic? Yes? No.
You know who you at? What made it a classic?
I'm done.
No,
We
I'm
move.
asking. No, I'm asking. Did Fury hit the ground?
You just trying to
Did
be
Fury
And
hit the
the
ground?
and the third fight, yeah,
Okay.
he hit the ground twice.
Okay.
you're
So
trying to
we're
be different.
talking. That's not this. You're trying to say that Fury smashed the man in the third fight. No, he
That's
didn't.
not what I said. I
Okay. So what?
said,
What made
He,
this fight
the
like this
second.
one? AK?
I said, listen. Even though, pay attention, because listening is fundamental, bro.
And
I,
you and communication is too.
what I said was clear. I
It ain't
clearly
right
said
though. It ain't right.
it is
I,
right.
I get what. So this is what AK trying to say, Coach. Wilder Fury, they fought their first time. That second time, the rematch, That was a dominated fight. They said it was no need for a third fight. But in the third fight, that fight with Fury and Wilder was so much competitive, more competitive than what everybody was saying. He's saying, yes, his first fight with Spence and Crawford was competitive, but that rematch might be more competitive, maybe even an all-time classic. That's what AK is saying in regards to Spence and
okay,
Crawford.
my bad.
And he
You
just
skipped the. You just bypassed. Okay, you.
I got you. I got your back, AK.
Hey, listen, I don't know
Nah,
why he
you
couldn't
gotta have
copy
his
him. I
back.
don't know why he couldn't copy him.
You ain't gotta have his back.
No, that's my dog.
No, I mean, you was making an argument out of nothing, bro. I mean, what I said was clear, but okay, go ahead.
But it ain't the same.
We know it's different people, bro. We know.
No, you talking about a third fight. I'm talking about a second fight.
No, bro, but listen, time out. Okay. But I'm just talking about from one fight to the next, bro. From one fight
No, you ain't.
to the next.
No, you ain't. I'm not gonna let you.
That's what happened. Hold on. Unless Spence develops hand speed and some bob and weave in his arsenal, Bud will stop him every time. Bud can make too many adjustments just as strong, faster, and it's proven he can hurt Spence.
Yeah.
Another thing I noticed from Spence, either he's not good at fighting backwards, like going backwards.
Oh God.
That's one thing that I took note of.
Listen. Okay, stop for a minute. We're gonna sit there and just critique everything about. Listen, bro. Listen. Once Crawford got to where he was at, and Spence had lost some of his juice, it didn't matter what he was doing because he was either in survival mode or in desperate mode. See what I'm saying? So the climax of the fight and the situation of the fight had changed. See what I'm saying?
Bottom line, the man ain't have but one trick.
Mm.
He just had one trick. It worked for him. So I understand why change it up if it worked for you. He just had one trick. Let me take a bite of my ice cream sandwich.
Sibby on Twitter right now. He in the Twitter room right now doing what he do over there. The hand speed differential was too much. Bud was blocking and countering with the same hand. Hey man, I'm gonna have my horrible year at picking this year. Worst year I had ever. You know what I'm saying? Coach, talk to us, man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say much because Crawford is, like I said, he displayed a beautiful, you know, he had displayed a beautiful performance of basic boxing. I mean, everything, people talking about speed. The quickest way from one point to another point is straight, and that's
Great.
exactly why he threw his punches, direct punches. That was the speed. Whereas, you know, I guess Spence figured that it was going to be like he thought it was going to be, a war of attrition. That they was just going to bang it out. And but Crawford was a little bit smarter than that. He's like, hey, I see everything he does. I'm standing right in front of him. Okay, I'm standing right in front of him. I'm gonna pick off everything and just touch him. Just touch him. Just keep touching him. Okay, now I got the rhythm. I can touch him anytime I want to, and I can touch him as hard as I want to, because he don't see it. I'm being direct. It was a brilliant performance by Crawford.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give him his
Yes.
gotta give him his credit.
Give him his flowers. Somebody said, my man said, can Spence beat Boots? I definitely would not make that my next fight. I would definitely not make that. And then he going to 154 regardless, so that wouldn't be in the pipeline. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad if he went up to 154 and finally, for the first time in 5 years, take a tune up. Just take a tune up. Get your burns about your life.
Yeah.
Let take a fight where you can, get yourself back together, let the fans love on you a little bit, and then go from there. You know what I mean? Don't. I'm pretty sure. I hope they take you down all of it. Like, man, ain't no need. running back this in December. Don't go back to this couple months from now. 4 or 5 months from now, just to do this. No. Relax.
Yeah.
Go and take a tune up, get your bearings about yourself. Shucks.
So I have a question. Do you guys think that there's gonna be an excuse? I mean, tonight he had no excuse. He just said he's a better man. He was a better man tonight. Do y'all think that there's gonna be any excuses coming in the near future?
I
I
don't think
mean,
it's
the
gonna be.
fans probably will. The fans probably will, but I mean, I think he'll stick to his guns and just leave it as it is.
Hey, you know, Ron. Yeah, I hope he do stick to it. But something that I do hope he look into, and not not this not trying to disrespect the guy or nothing, but his cut man. He swole up too fast. AK, you don't understand though. You don't understand. You don't understand. The cut man is key, man. Fast as that man just was swelling up and stuff. Um, I understand, Crawford got some punch or pop or whatever, but for me, I just think, and remember, I'm for Crawford. I've been saying Crawford was gonna stop the man since the talk was just about the fight. But I do that, and he might want to really consult a doctor and see if he should move forward with boxing. He just swole up. He showed damage too fast to me. To me, it's concerned because he just had from with the accident and stuff. And like I say,
Then
a
the
lot
eye
of time our
surgery.
bodies don't show what's going on in the inside until something trigger it. You know that could just be me being too cautious. But hey,
All right, y'all. I done had enough of a good time. I gave everybody the opportunity. I'm gonna stick to my word. I came out here. We did what we did. We talked our talk, and I'll probably be back in 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
I,
You know what I'm saying? But before we go, starting with you, Coach Ron, tell everybody, Coach, I seen a lot of stuff you got going. I seen a lot of promo videos and stuff like that, man. Tell people what you got going on, Coach Ron.
Promo videos. I don't know what you're talking about. Promo videos.
I mean,
Uh,
I ain't gonna say promo. Well, any video is promotional. You know what I'm saying? But I
oh,
seen you
okay.
showing a lot of your, showing a lot of you. See you doing putting in a lot of work, man. Just, tell people who you are, what you got going on.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm in Houston, Texas, right now. Moving around. I just love the sport of boxing, and wherever that is, that's where I'll be. Um, I thought it was a good fight tonight. I mean, it was. I mean, this is the fight that everybody wanted, and I'm glad to see these two guys go ahead and make it happen. And we'll see what's next for both of them. Crawford did his thing. It was like I said, it was a beautiful display of boxing, and he's shown that hey, he is truly number one pound for pound. And hey,
Him and the
I'll see you
monster.
guys.
Him and the
I'll see
monster.
you guys next time. And thank you very much, AKA.
Appreciate you coming through, Coach Ron. Coach Shizon.
yeah, I'm gonna be down in Atlanta August 18th with my young boy Javon Potwood Jr. He fighting down there. It's a Friday night fight that's gonna be on the zone. I can't think of the name of the arena, OT something arena. Um, but yeah, so just that. And loving working with my youngins. I got my gym off of his squad boxing. So if y'all ever in Tidewater in Norfolk specifically, come check us out.
Mr. Boogie.
Hey, as always, AK, appreciate you for allowing me to come through. Norfolk, you know what I'm saying? Ruthless Fight Culture, local legend 757. A special shout out to Norfolk Hit Squad Boxing Jump, because
Yeah,
that's where I
yeah,
got most of my knowledge from as
yeah,
well. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
special shout out to North Hit Squad Boxing Jump. I hope to be back in the jump soon. Thank y'all again. Nice meeting you, Coach Ron.
All righty. And once again, I am AKA the Apostle. This is Let's Talk Sports, y'all. as we gonna strive and fight to give you more and more content as we go on. I got a new layout coming out next month. I got an announcement coming in about another week or so about how, you know, the new layout gonna be. Got some things in the pipeline, you know. Check out my interview with Gary Antoine Russell from a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? We've been working very closely with those guys over there. So, you know, and you will see me on press row at that fight on August the 12th live at the MGM here in Oxon Hill, Maryland. With that being said, listen, once again, Terrence Crawford, give him his flowers. Monster Inoue, give them their flowers. They definitely stole the whole sport this week. You can pick up amongst who you want to, who's number one or who's number two, 1A, 1B, whatever you want to do. But they definitely walk the walk and they talk the talk this week. Salute to them. Boxing is alive and well, man, and we look forward to the next one, man. We out.